Do you believe the only way to transform your home is a complete redesign? Welcome to GA Atelier, the podcast where intentional interior design meets mindful living. I'm your host, Jihan Askar, and I'm here with you on this journey to transform our living spaces into sanctuaries that reflect our unique story, personality, style, and lifestyle, while elevating our everyday life at home. So step inside my design workshop and let's design your home together. So today I want to explore the idea of refinement over redesign, of course, as we're talking about our homes. Sometimes you don't need to redo your entire home to make it feel more beautiful, more aligned, more elevated, or just simply more like you. Refining the space could be all you need. The smallest adjustment made intentionally can bring more meaningful transformation sometimes than a quick overhaul. We've been conditioned to associate transformation with starting over, always starting from scratch. And we all love before and afters, especially in home designs. I mean, we see that everywhere. It's fun. So it's easy to overlook what subtle transformations can look like, what can they do, and how they can quietly shift the way we experience our space every day. So this is a shift in perspective. The shift from thinking we need to replace or change everything to realizing we may just need to first see things differently, have a fresh perspective on your home, and then see what are the subtle shifts that can take us to a bigger transformation. And this shift in perspective and this shift in changing things at home is an important one, because not every space that feels incomplete or that maybe something is off requires a complete reimagining. And yes, of course, sometimes what's needed is a full redesign. There's a bigger problem that it's needed that we redesign the space around it, move things, when the design no longer supports your needs, your current lifestyle, the functionality is compromised, your lifestyle and maybe the season of your life has changed so dramatically that the layout, the materials, the furniture, whatever it is, they simply don't align and don't work anymore. But other times, what's needed is a more subtle and sometimes even deeper transformation. So not a reinvention or a complete redesign for the home, but it's more about elevating it. The refinement is about taking something that works and making it even better, a way to build on what's already working and taking it to the next level. And these subtle changes will change and shape how we feel at home, maybe just in ways we can't necessarily articulate, but it doesn't mean it's not there. It's just not as obvious. You almost feel it more than you see it. You feel the change and the transformation more than you see it because it's just closer to you. Maybe other people might not notice it, but you do. And styling is one way to do that, because sometimes the problem isn't what we have, it's how it's coming all together. The design works, the palette or the color palette is lovely, and the furniture is beautiful, but the way everything relates to one another feels maybe disconnected, or it just needs, again, that elevation, taking it to the next level, making it even better. It's like a closet full of pieces that you love, but nothing quite works together. Each item may be beautiful on its own, you love it, but when you try to wear them together, it just doesn't feel cohesive, or it just doesn't feel right. So the same can happen in our homes. And it's not necessarily that you have things that won't work, it's just the way they are put together and styled is not working for you right now. So it's amazing how a simple styling adjustment, maybe a new focal point or a shift in composition, can completely change the feel and energy of a room. So if you've been feeling the urge to transform a space in your home, for example, but you don't want to start big right away, or you think you have to, so you keep putting it off, I want you to know there is another way. You don't have to redesign completely. You can refine, at least to start with. And if you're listening to this episode when it airs, today is the final day to book the styling hour. So if you're feeling that nudge, this is your invitation. Let's look at your space together and uncover the possibilities. I hope today's episode has inspired you to rethink what a home transformation could be. It doesn't have to be big to be meaningful. Thank you for joining my atelier. And if you've enjoyed this episode, it would be great if you can leave a review. Let me know what you think. I'll see you in the next episode.